We begin with President Trump directing the Justice Department to investigate high-profile Democrats and major financial institutions for alleged ties to Epstein. It comes ahead of next week's vote on Capitol Hill that could force the Justice Department to release files from its investigation of Epstein. CBS News Justice correspondent Scott MacFarlane is following the latest.
This week began with the Trump administration dogged by this Jeffrey Epstein controversy. The week's going to end with the Trump administration still dogged by this Epstein controversy. On Friday, Republican Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene of Georgia told CBS News she thinks the president, the White House, are making a miscalculation by not supporting the full release of the Epstein case files by the U.S. Department of Justice. The U.S. House is going to vote on a measure that would require such a release next week. Congresswoman Greene and some other Republicans are joining Democrats in getting that passed. It could apply pressure on the Senate, could apply pressure on the White House, even to support that ultimately. What's more, on Friday, the president sent some social media posts saying this Epstein controversy is, in his words, a Democratic hoax perpetuated by Republicans shouldn't fall for it. He also asked the Department of Justice to investigate Epstein's connections to some Democratic politicians, which U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi said she would initiate. But the bottom line there is in July, the Department of Justice issued a memo saying it's already found no third parties with criminal culpability with anything to do with Jeffrey Epstein. Now back to you.
Scott, thank you. CBS News White House reporter Aaron Navarro joins us now. Aaron, what is the White House saying about Trump's request for this investigation today when a vote is to release the rest of the Epstein files is expected next week?
Yeah, they pointed us back to President Trump's comments, who has really led the way here in making that announcement, not only of former Democratic President Bill Clinton and his Treasury Secretary Larry Summers, but as well as current Democratic mega donor Reid Hoffman, which is notable given that Trump has also called for investigations into George Soros, another notable Democratic mega donor. What's also notable here is that pending anything he says this weekend during his trip to Florida, we have not actually heard President Trump on camera yet address the Epstein files that were released this week. But generally, it shows that he wants to shift the narrative on this and refocus attention on the story to Democrats with ties to Epstein ahead of this expected vote to release more files next week.
What has the response been to Republican lawmakers joining with Democrats to advance the release of those files?
Yeah, he's had some choice words calling that Republicans who he believes is elevating the Epstein story, quote, foolish, soft, and weak. We know that White House officials met earlier this week with Lauren Boebert, one of those Republican Congress members who supported the measure to force a full vote on releasing those files. We heard from Congresswoman Nancy Mace that she played phone tag with President Trump, as it was reported that he was trying to get them to change their minds. Both kept their support for this measure. House Speaker Mike Johnson said this vote is expected to happen next week, and we will see in the coming days through Truth Social and interviews the president has done today in print and on video if the president himself will look to apply more pressure on Republicans in Congress publicly.
Aaron Navarro, thank you.